Hi, everybody.
What's up? What's up?
I'm Dana,
I'm Josh.
and this is Words That Move Me on CLI.
Yes.
How lucky are we?
We are very lucky.
We're so lucky, and so are you, I might add.
Yes.
I know I'm saying that at the top of the interview. Maybe I should have reserved that to the end, but I think you're in for a treat because I feel privileged to be sitting here talking to you today, Josh. I'm so excited.
So much. Thank you.
I want to start with this. I know your other half, Lindsay. She and I have had, I have had the honor and the pleasure of working with her before, but our professional paths have never crossed.
Yes.
So answer me this. Is the dance world big or is it very, very small? We like to say it's such a small world, but I'm like, how has this never happened?
I think it is a small world. I think just it's different avenues, you know what I'm saying? Because I've definitely heard about you, and I've definitely seen you around for sure. And I think you just different pathway, different artists. We are different however we go. So
Yeah.
you never got to meet, but this is the perfect time. And
This
we're
is the
here
perfect
now,
time.
man,
And
it's
I'm so excited. I have a million D questions,
Yes.
and they're all right here. And I should have written them maybe somewhere else, but that's risky. So let's start at the almost beginning. I won't go into birth.
Okay.
But I understand that growing up, you were very athletic.
Yes.
Soccer, football. Am I missing anything?
Baseball, basketball, you name it. I ran track for a little bit. I was on the step team.
Okay.
I was in band. I was a drum major. I did a lot.
Just a couple extracurriculars.
Extra things.
All right. So when I grew up, my only extracurricular was dance, and I feel a little bit short-sighted in my experience of like team building and learning myself, and I really kind of have become sort of an indoor cat, more or less. So I'm always really curious when I hear the discussion about dancers are athletes and dance is a sport. I'm curious about that because I'm not an athlete. Well, or am I? I don't know. I'm asking you, like, where do you stand on dance as a sport and dancers are athletes?
Dance is definitely a sport and definitely an athlete because we have the same traits and characteristics between the two. You have a coach, you have a choreographer. You have people who are on a team. Whether it's a camp or it's a team. So, and it's togetherness. We all have to go through these 8 hours, and if it's in the regular rehearsals or practice, 4 hours. So the togetherness of it is the team aspect, and then we do have to stretch and keep our body warm.
Number one.
And all that, and we do high magnitude like moves and impact on our bodies. It's so much, and it's very, 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 very close. So I do consider dancers as athletes for sure.
Cool.
And it's the same similarities, tough times, blood, sweat, tears. And we run it together, and that's how you got to do it. So if you think that way as a sports, but you are an athlete, then that's what it is. Man.
Don't give me too much confidence
on,
now.
man.
You might see me on a field of some sort. Like, no, I can do this. I'm an athlete. Trust me. Tom, babe,
Yes.
how do we Okay, so what is different? Could you put a finger on a difference between a dancer and an athlete? Or are we just straight up?
I think I guess it's different because a basketball player and a football player is not the same. You're an athlete, but it's different magnitude and impacts on your body. And I think with that being said, like soccer is more endurance than physical.
Yeah.
It is physical, but it's more endurance. But football is very physical.
Yeah.
And the thing about dancing is different genres or different style of dance require that. B-boy is more physical. You know what I'm saying? And ballet is physical, but in a different way. It's more up core and up top. So, and very on your legs as well. So when you think about it in that way, in that aspect, it's different, but just different way of going about it,
Right.
I would say.
I like that. I think there's so many different, dance is an artistic expression.
Yes.
It's nuanced. It's subjective.
Yes.
It's not, even from one style to the next is not the same. You're reminding me of a mantra that I harness with my two best friends, Megan Lawson and Jillian Myers. Shout out the Seaweed Sisters. We have a saying. Our saying is, strength is not our strength. But in every sport, strength isn't the value. It's focus, placement, endurance, all the things that you just mentioned. So that is cool. I like to now think of the Seaweed Sisters as athletes as well.
Yeah.
Even though strength is not our strength. We have different strengths.
Yeah. Shout out to y'all because y'all are amazing. All of
Thank you so much.
Lindsay was giving me definitely a rundown. I knew you guys, but she gave me a rundown on this series, and I didn't know about that.
Oh, so you got
And I was
research.
like,
You had research before you came into the interview as well.
Love research, vice versa.
Okay. Speaking of research, I learned that you won a Soul Train Award in 2019
Yes.
for No Guidance for Chris Brown.
Yes.
That's a very cool, very prestigious thing, because Soul Train, obviously, this is not something that people have decided is new and important, but been around for a very long time. My question is, broadly, what is your relationship with external validation? Because a lot of people seek the awards, the credits, the relationships, and having a credit like that, having an award like that is a pretty big deal. Was that ever a thing that drove you?
That's a great question. Honestly, how my mentality is, I think that I always looked at it like, yes, I want the awards and I want some, some feedback and people to see my name. But honestly, not really. I'm not that
Like,
type of
yes,
guy
but
because
no.
not really, because even now within my stage of my career, which I'm honored and like so thankful and blessed to be in. I'm not really in the forefront. You don't really see my face too much. I do teach when I want to teach. I'm not a teacher of saying that I just want to teach because I just want to get some money, go around the world and teach, see my name. I love teaching when it feels right for me. Like, and everything I teach is probably what I'm going through at that moment. So if I teach a hood ratchet piece because I want to have fun and not really think about doing moves, and sometimes I might, like this one, I felt empathy for so much and vulnerability with this piece I just made, and I wanted something way more relaxed to calm my mind down because I didn't want to have to fake on camera. I don't like faking anything, so I take that with my own personality. Like, I don't like faking anything, so I don't seek validation. I go kind of street smarts, you know what I mean? I was raised in the streets with it, and I have a great family, so not in a bad way, but more so I had street smarts in the sense of I like to think people will know you when they need to know you, and the right people should know you. So my whole thing is maybe not millions of people know who I am, but the right people are knowing me because they keep asking me to come back around. And that's what I want to get to and reach to, you know what I'm saying? And then those people who want to be inspired and thank God they're inspired by me, I want it to reach those people. And everyone else, we can fall in between whenever we get there.
Ah, that's beautiful.
Yes.
Put a bow on it, ship it. That sort of speaks to the notion of quality over quantity,
Yes.
and being driven by the substance or the process even of the work
Yes.
instead of the end
Yes.
result itself.
Yeah, you can't. A lot of people do the work, and I won't say a lot, but I know people tend to work for the outcome. Oh, I know this is gonna be great. People gonna love me. Oh my God, like I'm gonna get this love. But it's like, to me, I want you to love it, not just because of me. I want you to love the work in its entirety. So then when you do realize it's me, you're like, wow, Josh, you did that. But I don't really like shouting out to telling people, look at me, look what I did, look what I choreographed. I did that. No, I want people to get their credit, even assistants and whoever is involved is your right, you know what I'm saying, just as my right, so.
Ooh, that's a really good segue. Something I hadn't planned on talking about, but that's really important to me, is crediting your team.
Yes.
I know that you kind of came up through ranks as being a dancer and an assistant. I would love to know what your experience was in getting credit for the work and how that's affected the way you credit the people on your team.
Yes, man. So when I started, I started with a crew. When I moved to Atlanta, I'm not originally from Atlanta. A lot of people think that. It's like a side note, but
Durham.
I'm from Durham, North Carolina.
Research.
Research right there. So Durham, North Carolina, and I moved to Atlanta, and I had a crew, Collision Crew. Jeremy Strong and a couple people was in that, and Cody was affiliated, Cody Wiggins, and I had good people surrounding me the whole entire time, and loyalty is a big thing for me because I will be loyal to you. And if my friends or whoever work with me know, you can be a millionaire and I can still say no if it doesn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? So, and I got on the Jamaica crowd, my mentor, big sis, big homie, friend, all that great stuff.
And so talented.
And so talented. Like, that's like, a big homie of mine. And she taught me loyalty, as much as she did in her career and what she continues to do. She trusted me and she showed me the ropes. She showed me what it means to be really a dancer and be a dancer with power. She told me, I had my manager, China, who taught me to say the power of no, and saying that don't look and seek people who you think are already made it, and you're getting to that place. So when you get to that place, I have to leave my team behind to go meet this person. When all you should really do is bring this person with you to meet each other. Yeah. So then because you know for a fact this person has made it already, but this person have rolled with me the whole time.
Yes.
So loyalty is a big thing with me, and then with my loyalty, Jamaica has taught me that, and she always held me down. She never did no weird, nothing crazy. Like, when it's a job, it's a job. When she hit me and I say, ask for advice, and she was very secretive because she wasn't like, it's not a person you can get around in Jamaica.
Right, right.
But when I got around her, it's like she installed so much knowledge, installed so much ambition, and like I had it already, but she just said, you're talented and never let anyone take that away from you. Like, not even me. Like, go as far as you can. Inspire the people you can. And she the one who told me the right people will see you. Even if it got to take 4 years, because 4 or 5 years ago, nobody really seen me. I was still young. I was dancing with Usher. I didn't live in LA. I was still going, but no one really knew me. But that's what I like. I said, you know what? It's cool. The attention not on me right now. But when it is, I'll be ready.
I love that attitude.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. Thank you for that insight. That's super cool.
Yeah.
I like to think of the notion that it's lonely at the top as kind of a lie. I would like for it to be very crowded and friendly up at the top. I think that is the top that I want to make.
I tell people all the time, it is room at the table, man.
Yeah.
But the good thing to know is when you get there, you earned it. But now it's about holding it. Keep it. Don't show it. Don't talk to me, well, I earned it. Yeah, you earned it. A lot of people earned this seat, but do they get to stay here? Mm-hmm. Longevity is a thing for me. I don't want to be, I'm young. I'm still 28.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I said 28. I'm 27. I want to be 28.
Just lies here.
Just lies here. But I'm 27, and like, I think that I know I have a long way to go. People who I do look up to is Rich and Tones and Fatimas and Jamaica and Hi-Hat. These are people who have longevity. These are people who, their generation, another generation, and generation after that, they're still here. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I want. So I don't live for the now all the time, which I should do more. But I'm more so like, I want my name to be great for years to come. So, yeah.
I'm going to ask the question now. What's your plan for that? How do you achieve that?
I've been trying to, so far, I don't have the right answers for that, but being a good person, training, really studying, and really knowing who, and knowing that it's time with this, but knowing who you are, I never try to be perfect or within relationship, within, dance. I'm very, very open book. I'm very I like to face myself on with, even my own demons or whatever is inside me. So if I know I can be the better version of myself and truly be the better version, don't have to worry about limelights or personas or, all that good stuff, I'll be okay. Now, eventually, I will make it there. So I don't know when I will make it there, but I will make it there.
I believe that you will, by the way you're talking right now. Yes. And I want to be there at the end, too. Yes. Longevity is so important to me. Yes. One of my mentors and inspirations is Toni Basil. She's 76 years old and could roast me right now.
That's
like me and my 34 a few days ago, self, since we're giving numbers.
Happy belated birthday.
Thank you. And I think part of Basil's secret to success is persistence. Every single day she dances, even when she doesn't want to dance, she does.
Yes.
And I think that that's something that speaks to what you just mentioned about bringing all versions of yourself.
Yes.
Might not be perfect today. It might not be happy today.
Yes.
It might not be the coolest moves today, but continuing to show up is how you continue to show up.
Absolutely.
It's simple as that. It's nothing earth-shattering.
Nope. A lot of people think it's like
not easy though.
Not easy though. Simple, but not easy.
Simple, not easy. Okay, I'd love to segue into perception and persona, public presence, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Dare I say social presence? One of the things that I really admire about you and the way you use your voice, not just in your choreography, but in the social platform, is that you're not afraid to talk about things that are important to you.
Yes.
The Black Lives Matter movement is tremendously important to you and to so many people, thank goodness, and we'll find out. We'll find out.
Yes.
If this is something that can be important to everyone.
Yes.
But in this process of learning the world that I live in, I'm becoming really working to become more culturally sensitive when I watch dance, like when I consume dance, and when I make it. And here's what I'm learning, Josh. That takes time. I mean, it's very easy to scroll and watch a piece.
Yes.
But if you want to be sensitive about what you're watching, culturally, racially, and otherwise, you are asking, who is this person? Where is this person from? What has this person experienced? Where is this person going? What does this mean? Like, what does that mean? What does it mean when this person kneels versus when this person kneels? What is the meaning of a movement? So then you have to, you wind up looking. So a scroll has now taken 3.5 hours. I get why people don't do that.
Yes, it's a lot.
It's a lot. And it doesn't even, you might not necessarily wind up at right or better, or but it's responsible. And it's an important time to be, and also we do have time, arguably, to be doing that. So my question is, that was a very long-winded way of asking you a question, is what might people think about your work on a scroll, and what might they learn by going deeper?
Okay, well, through dance or just on my page in general?
Oh, man. Let's talk about dance.
Dance. Okay, so hopefully when you scroll through my stuff, quality, because I strive for that. You know, I've danced, as we all dance for years, but I've tried hard, I can say, to not master, but in a sense, perfect my style, you know? And I'm moving in a way that I will love for you to be like, that is nice. That's okay. I don't know much about this guy, but he looks so good.
Achieved party of one.
Okay.
Because when I watch him, like, nice.
Yes.
Really, truly, like, that word probably happens a lot.
Yes, I like that. Just be like, oh, nice. Okay, all right.
Yes,
and then
100%.
after that, I hope that you will feel to want to know even a little about me, because I like to details, like even if it's the slightest thing. You know, I like to. Why do you like? You might see. You know, I realized that I've seen Josh's clips that he wears all black a lot. Why is that?
Great example.
You know,
Great example.
It's smart. I want you. Then it makes you dig in deeper. It makes you want to see more about me. Like, cause I am like again an open book. I like wearing my beard, whether it's clean or not. No, I have this beanie. Why do he have this beanie on all the time?
I've heard the beanie's a thing.
You know,
why do you have the beanie on all the time?
Honestly, man, you know what? It was when I was on tour with Usher. I was finding myself as a dancer. That's when I really found. Just so you know, that's when I really found myself. Like right after that tour, as a mover, I had Kento, I had Yusuke, I had Antonio Hanel, I had Marvelous, I had Quito,
Marv, man.
You know, Ashley Everett, you know. So it was like a lot of power, Naima, you know what I mean? And we did yoga and all these things, and it was very togetherness. And I found my style, and I don't want to wrap up the question. Tell me the question one more time, so I won't forget.
Oh gosh, no, I lost the question too. Specifically, the beanie. Is there a story?
Beanie.
Why
Yeah,
is
beanie.
it the? Why is it?
Is it a thing?
A signature? It's a thing.
It's a signature for sure. And I found it on tour, after tour, and I used to wear like a towel. You go back on YouTube, like on my pocket every time I go on stage, because you know when you go on stage, choreographers don't really give you the freedom to be like just wear whatever you think is fly. So Jamaica was like, Yusuke and Kento, they had literally a box of shades. Yeah, literally, but different shades, like 30 pair of shades in that box, and every night they change different shades, what they want to wear with their outfit.
Cool.
So she was like, Josh, if you want to wear a towel, whatever, do your thing. Because she talking about Swoop back in the day, and he used to wear his gloves,
one of my
you know what I
favorites.
mean? So, like, it's like, what is your sauce when you step out to make you feel like that's going to be the best you when you're on stage? So I had a towel, and then eventually I see Tone, and Tone used to wear his hat regular, though, you know, regular beanie and stuff, and he used to have his towel tied up here.
I can see
you know
it,
what I mean?
right?
He had his tights on because he came from the ballet where he was very like protecting his body. I gotta stay warm.
Yeah.
So I was like, what's my little niche? I like, and I don't want to be a gimmick, but I just want my own little sauce. You know what I'm saying? It belonged to me. So one day I had my beanie up in the house and I rolled it, and I kept rolling it, and I rolled it up high, and it looked like a little sailor's hat. But I was like, I'm not mad at it though. I was like, I ain't mad. So why not? So I did it, and a couple years, people was like, why you got your hat like that? I'm like, And then eventually, everyone caught on. And now it's weird. I didn't start it, but I see people now, like, it's hats that's made like this now. Like, and people ask me, like, where do you get your hat from? I said, the beer supply store, a gas station. But
Right.
really, if it just feels the way I just roll it up a certain way and then rock it. So, and it's been stuck ever since.
I love it. I love it. I think there's something so unique about dancers and getting to feel
Yes.
this like this like in your body difference
Yes.
depending on what you're wearing.
Ooh, that's a big thing.
I mean,
It's a big thing right there. You can be in rehearsal for 3 months and then you go on stage, you be like, is this what I'm wearing? I lost all the feeling.
2020 experience is a perfect example. I love a loose pant.
Yes.
I mean, borderline, put me in a burlap sack. We're good. I just space and air.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, I'm in a high-waisted,
Tight.
high-crotched, neck, wrists, suit, all of it. And
You
it really,
like-
it changes things in the way you feel, but it also
Yes.
changes the visual.
The visual.
Like your center of gravity is now high. Different
Yes.
shapes look good up here than the shapes that look good down here. So it's a part of it.
It's a part of it, man.
And it flatters the outline, the silhouette. I love it. It's great.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're back though.
I'm back.
The more not tougher question, because answering questions about your signature and your style is not easy, and finding your signature and your style is not easy. I don't mean to downplay that at all, but I'm wondering, when people dig deep on you, what is it that you want them to find? What is it that they find now, and is that what you want them?
I want them to find that, honestly, first off, I'm a genuine person. You know, that's just what I tell when I talk to people, when I dance. I'm very vulnerable, and I want you to see that I'm a genuine person. I see that I take my craft very seriously, and to know that my whole goal is to inspire. My dad taught me back in the day, he always taught me this. I had a story, and I won't go too long in it, but pretty much saying, your gift is not for you. Your gift is for people. God gave you the gift to make people smile and make people happy. So no matter what, and whenever you do in your career, if you keep that in mind, you can never lose. So that's what I try to give off on my Instagram, on my dancing. When I talk to people, I give so much energy. People are like, how can you give so much energy all the time? You always so. I say, because it's not for me. You know what I mean? It's for the people who can't do it, for the people who want to do it, for the people, even when I was in that stage in my life, saying, I wish I could be there. Because, you know, you tend to get to a place and you're like, dang, I still need to get to this place. But it's like, did you remember when you wanted to be in this place right now? So, you know, I kind of always go back to that and tell people, look at me in a genuine light and know that I love what I do.
Thank you for sharing that story. That's so
Yes.
important, and I'm glad that we had time.
Yes.
I think we have time for one more. In my research,
All right.
I discovered that you have a favorite quote.
Yes.
I am a masterpiece that is trying to
A
masterpiece.
masterpiece. Yes.
Would you be so kind as to share with us anything you've learned in your quest for mastering peace?
Yes, I got it tatted on me, man. Like,
Let's hear it.
There's no
Or let's see
light.
it.
Man, so it's back here. You know, you really can't see it. I know you guys can't see it too much. But I got that quote, I'm a masterpiece, trying to masterpiece, because, you know, within our own right, we are artists. You know, I am an artist. I am sensitive about my whoop. And I love what I do, man. And, like, I'm a masterpiece that we all are in ourselves, and God has given us the right to feel that. You know, no one can take that away from you. And, like, that goes to parenting. I had great parents who made me feel that love that no one else can take that from me. And trying to master peace, because I am an Aries and I'm a fire sign. And I am very passionate, so I can get to a very high level of aggression, you know, because out of my passion, but knowing that I want to master peace, I want to be able to be level-headed and think clearly and move with purpose, you know what I'm saying? Move with purpose, move with a divine plan, move knowing sometimes I'm not going to have the answer. That's why I'm a masterpiece, trying to master peace. So,
Trying, emphasis, and that's a constant,
Yes,
right?
it's
Because the
always
moment
gonna
you've
be.
achieved it, something is
something
gonna happen.
Gonna happen. And that's why I kind of remind myself, like, I'm trying to master peace, you know what I mean? That's the thing. That's the biggest thing for me, because I don't want to hinder relationships or friends or you know, business offer, like, you know, anger or upset because back in the day I used to just get upset and I just cut people off. I don't want to talk to you. I'm cool. Like, cause I'm not a loner, but I'm comfortable, so comfortable with myself with being alone. I'm comfortable being alone. I went through enough in my life that I'm like, I respectfully bow out. We don't have to be friends. I'm
Got
okay.
it.
We don't have to be here. We don't have to do work. I'm okay. I'll make it. I'll find a way to make it so I don't want to have to leech or you don't have to leech off of me. We can stop it now. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm mastering the piece of knowing that relationships are good and talking through things is the best way to do it because communication is key.
With a person, but also the self.
With self.
Like it sounds like you are a person who's okay with being with yourself.
Yes.
And if you can master like peace within
yourself.
you're more prepared to achieve it, receive it out there
Yes.
in the world from other relationships.
Yes.
That's awesome. I think it should be, could be everyone's mission.
Yes, man. Like, I think if we move non-selfishly, like, and just know that everyone can be great within your own right. It doesn't have to overshine, overstep. You don't have to move that way, you know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes within our field and industry that it can get very tricky.
Right.
But everyone can move a certain way to get to a certain place. Yeah. And that's why you got
room at the top.
There's room at the top. There's always room there.
We have to like change this imagery of it being a mountain with a peak. And a flag that's one person's flag
Yes.
to being like, ooh, what if it was just also a mountain, but upside down?
Upside down. We here. I'm coupling. I'm pretty much
Ascending
here.
is going to be way harder because
Yes.
you're in an inversion.
Yes.
But I think that's possible. There's a saying, I'm going to botch it. I'm not going to get it right. But one match's flame does not take away the light from another. Like this match being over here and bright and lit doesn't mean that this one is going to be dim.
Absolutely.
It's just light it up. Let there be light. Illuminate.
Yes.
I think that's another one that my husband has gifted me. Light is the best disinfectant. And I think that in this time we're shedding light on a lot of
things.
And
which needs to happen. It needs to happen, man.
Absolutely.
It needs to happen. Black lives does matter, And like, I'm just going to put this out there.
Please.
No one wants to say that no other lives matter. We say that because, like you're saying, you might not know the generational like depression that we had over the years that I've experienced because I am from the South. So, I've like, cultural and police brutality and all that stuff since I was like 13, you know what I mean, as a black man in the world. So, I had the police talk. And even me now talking to my friends knowing that they didn't have the same talks that I would have growing up. So
same conversations, the same training and experience.
Same training experience. So just to say that we all have love for each other. We just want to come in peace with everybody in the world and live our life exactly how everyone else can live their life.
Yes. Josh, thank you so much.
Yes,
I have
yes.
nothing left to say except for thank you. Thank you for being here and being open.
Absolutely.
For somebody that I have honestly not before today shared in-person words
Yes.
with, I feel like we could do this for a very long time.
Very long
and I hope
time.
that we get to. I would love to spend
Please.
more time with you and Lindsay.
Let's do this.
Such a fan of your moves. They're so nice.
Thank you.
And it's really nice
You
to get to
too.
know what's beneath them as well.
It's lit. Well, it's a Kendra's. I think Kendra. Something
Yeah, we're gonna throw to the Kinjas. There's a cypher. Josh and I are gonna go. You guys should go. I think it's a very exciting time to have dance and have community, and you can feel connected
Yes.
even at 6 feet distance. You can feel connected even on the other side of your computer screen. And I'm excited actually now to be digging deeper because you
Yes.
mentioned people not having known you before, and I love a deep dive.
Yeah.
So where could I go to find more of you, Josh?
See, that's the bad thing. I'm horrible at social media. I'm just now about to get my YouTube started, y'all. I
okay.
apologize. But
But we'll be on the lookout.
be on the lookout. My Instagram, dancer_boysmith. That's pretty much on Twitter and everything else. Watch out for any upcoming projects. I do have old clips that you can probably look at on YouTube, but that's when y'all gotta go dig on that.
I'm gonna dig on that. You
But,
know I'm gonna dig on that.
Hey, Dan, I appreciate you, man. For real.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so much.
It's lovely talking to you. And thank
Yes.
you, CLI. Thank you, everybody watching and listening. I had a ball. Let's go cypher.
Let's do it.
I wore the wrong shoes for sure. Definitely gonna have a blister if there is a lot of dancing.
Let's go
happening
sweat,
right
man.
now.
Let's go sweat. I'm dancing.
I should have made my signature thing socks. Really comfortable socks. That's my signature move. That way I'll always have them. Okay, enough on me. Thank you so much, Josh. We'll talk
Thank
to you later.
Yes.